it's Mike coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video, and welcome to the village created by Minicam77. Now today's park is a PlayStation 4 park, and as always, if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe if you are new, and if you would like to have your Planet Coaster Park or Planet Zoo Park shown on the channel, then join the Iron Gamers Discord. The link will be up above or down below right now. Now the description for this park reads, built around a small medieval quarry. The inhabitants lived and worked for decades in the picturesque landscape until disaster struck, and it left it abandoned for many years, until the old buildings and ruined castles were renovated and transformed. But beware the sinkhole. Best to walk and ride the rides at night. So we've got a full nighttime park, so without further ado, let's hop in and have a look around, shall we? Right, so here we are in the park. We've just come out to the entrance tunnel, and as we walk down here, we've got the benches and the bins on either side of us. We've got all of the trees and the foliage either side of us, and I love the fact that we've got a nighttime park. We don't get this very often. And can we call this a nighttime park, or is this more like a dusk sunset park? It's really nice lighting anyway. We've got the ticket booths just to our left and right hand side, and as we come through the entranceway, we've got this really nice, simple and effective entrance. It's not too over the top, but I think it really works for what it is that you're trying to do with this build. We've got the clock tower just up inside here. Is there, what's inside there? Oh, it's a bell. So it's a bell tower with the clock on the side. We've got all of these shops here, and it really does feel like a village. Of course, this park is called the Village, and it really does feel like that already. We've got a lot of rides to go on today. It's only a mini park, but there's a lot to do. We've got a lot of various different rides to go on. There's a plethora of flat rides all over the place, so we're not short of things to do in this park. As we come down here, we've already got a ride right here. Is this for the flat ride that's over there? So we have Seasons. Oh, I can see a car track over there. So is this for the car ride, possibly? It certainly appears to be, doesn't it? As we work down here, we've got this nice little queue line. We come into the station, nestled inside the rocks, and we have got a car ride. So let's go for a ride. Enjoy. We certainly weren't messing about then, were we? We'd come into the park and we were greeted with that ride straight away. I'd only just started talking and already we had to go on that first ride. Yeah, great little ride. I think it was all about them viewpoints and them sightlines. It was just beautiful as you went around, and I wasn't really paying attention so much to the ride itself, more the scenic landscapes and the views that you were getting off that. That was absolutely beautiful and a fantastic job. We've got the flat ride just to our left hand side, and we've got this B&M Dive Coaster, which seems to be the main attraction of the park. It seems to be visible from wherever you look in this park. I assume this must be the queue line for the flat ride, I would assume. We'll just have a double check of that. So we've got a Enterprise over here. Really fit in well because, of course, the Enterprise is a very science fiction themed ride, but you've still been able to integrate it into this park and make it look natural and like it does belong here. As we come down this path, we've got some of the vending machines. We come right next to the B&M Dive Coaster, and I assume the queue line must be over here. So we've got two different queue lines. We have Sinkhole and we've got the Dig. So let's have a look down here, shall we? So we'll come through almost like this castle kind of structure. Very much medieval, like the description was saying. It was this medieval dig site, and it really does have that medieval feel as you're walking through here. Feels like you're walking through like the innards of a castle or something. A really long queue line, but we're coming up and it looks like we've got the station right here, and it is indeed the B&M Dive Coaster. Really nice small station, very beautifully lit. So let's go for a ride on this, shall we? Enjoy, everybody. So there we have Dig, our first coaster of the park. It's very unusual to have a B&M dive coaster that would have these two lift hills and these two drops. Normally you would see they would be very short duration, these rides. They would have the one big drop that is the main focal point of the ride. But very unusually you've actually gone away with that method and actually done the two. It was a really nice ride, but I think over here, right there, I think that's where the vertical G-forces were coming in. I think you would have arguably killed the guests on that, or certainly broken most of their backs and necks. I think maybe you could have just done away with that piece right there because it didn't really work. And then as you come round towards the end of the ride, maybe just bank that ever so slightly to the right, just so it kind of like comes round to that break point a little bit smoother. But other than that, I thought that was a really, really nice first ride of the park. So we'll hop out to the exit, we'll come down here, and then we had the second ride, didn't we? Or we certainly had another queue line over here. So I'm not sure what this is. So we have Sinkhole. Not really giving much away. I've got absolutely no idea what this is. So let's come down here, down into the actual caves themselves. Looks like where they would have been working down here, with it being a abandoned quarry. We've got all of the mesh fencing as we're coming up. What is this? I really don't know what this is. We're coming up to a station. Oh, we've got a wooden RMC. We've got a camera crew over here. Oh, I'm really intrigued about this. So let's go for a ride. Enjoy, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for the shout out on that ride. I really do appreciate it, so thank you ever so much. As for the ride itself, I think it's safe to assume that this park hasn't necessarily gone for realism. We haven't gone for the hyper realistic theme park here. This is somebody who's having fun with the game, which is what it's supposed to be all about. You don't always need to have the most realistic G-forces, and once again this ride would have possibly killed you with them vertical Gs, but I don't think it really matters for the premise of this theme park. You've just had fun with it, and so long as you enjoyed it, that is the most important thing. It was a really nice ride. Yes, it could have done with a little bit of smoothing and a little bit of profiling as you went around the ride, but honestly I don't think it matters. It's supposed to be fun, and that's what I'm having in this park. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing. It is something different from the norm, and it's always nice to see people experimenting and doing things differently in this game. So as we leave the exit and we come up this path, we've got a pizzeria just up here. We've got this little food court area where you can just look out over the park. We've got the castle nestled on top of the hill just over there, which we will start working towards in a moment. I really like how the path here comes right next to the coaster. You can just stand there and get a really nice shot of the ride. You've got the staff building just there, really nicely decorated. And what is this path over here? So is this a cut through over to the other side of the park? Possibly. Certainly appears to be, doesn't it? Because even though it is a mini park, it does follow one set path going around. So this must be the cut through right down the middle of it. So you haven't got to go all the way around the park. If you did want to access that B&M coaster or the RMC, you can just cut straight through there. We've got the exit for a log flume over here. So the entrance, is that down here maybe? I'm wondering if that's over the other side of the path. Yes, because this appears to take us over to the other side of the park, doesn't it? So I don't want to go that way at the moment. We'll turn around, we'll come back, and we'll carry on following the park in the direction we were already. So we'll come over this bridge. I like how you've got the ropes just coming on the either side. So you've got the custom bridge there. We've got the water shop right there. And let's carry on walking down here, shall we? I love that castle on top of the rocks there. The lighting is fantastic. We've got another queue line here. Oh, we've got a Vekoma family coaster over here. And I think I saw a little shout out to Jan just at the front of that. As we come up to the station. Oh, I love this station with all the wooden beams going across the top. And then you've got all of the monitors. And the lighting is sensational. That looks absolutely beautiful. But anyway, let's go for a ride. Enjoy. For a family ride, I think maybe potentially that went a little bit too quick, possibly. And then G-forces were maybe slightly higher. It was a little bit more extreme than you would normally find on a kiddie coaster. So I think maybe if you just drop that lift hill down ever so slightly, just so it's not quite so quick. But other than that, the layout was fantastic. It was simple, it was effective. The theming and the lighting in particular around it was absolutely fantastic. But as I'm watching it go around now off camera, it is maybe just that little tiny bit too quick. I think maybe a couple of miles an hour too quick. But other than that, absolutely fantastic. I really did like that ride. And of the three coasters, I actually think that was my favourite one so far. But I always do love the kiddie rides. I've always liked the dragon coaster and that little caterpillar coaster. We've got another queue line there, which appears to be for a flat ride. And then as we come down the street, we've got all of the lights above us, giving a really nice ambient effect down this main street. We've got the exit for the flat ride just there. And then as we carry on down, we've got even more lighting coming down here. This looks beautiful. This looks really nice. It's simple and effective, but in the best possible way. And I think this park works so well at night. I'm not even going to look at this park in the day. I don't want to do it because I think it'll take the magic away from this park. There is the path that we came down earlier on. So that would be the connection over to the other side of the park. And the log flume queue must be down here. We've got a queue line right in front of us over here. So this must be for the log flume. Let's come down here. We've got lots of natural wood used as the queue line border around here. Up we go. We've got the canopies right above us if it was raining. And as we carry on round, of course the log flume queue is busy as always. And then we've got this nice natural wood feel for the station also. So let's go for a ride on the log flume. Enjoy. I think that was my favourite ride of the entire park so far. I think that was absolutely fantastic. It wasn't too long for a log flume, which is always nice to see. Sometimes they can really drag on a little bit, but that was nice and short, straight to the point. And then some of the theming that you've done around here and the set pieces, I actually want to come around and have a look at them in a little bit more detail, because I couldn't really take it all in as we were going past it. So we've got all of the people, what look like they're trying to rebuild the castle right at the top. That's where the renovation is coming in. As we come down the drop here, I couldn't catch all of this because we just came through too quickly. So we've got all of these skeletons sat on the sofa. Yeah, really nice detailing just inside this building. And then we come underneath the bridge. And then as we carry on down here, you've got some triggered effects just as you come down here, where it looks like the cave is actually falling on top of you. We've got all of these scorpions and the snakes and the bats as you come through here. Nice use of triggered effects and animatronics on this ride. And then as we come back around here, I think this just brings us back to the station, doesn't it? Yes, it does indeed. I just actually want to just go and have a look at that castle on top of the hill. I just absolutely love the lighting, the use of the red and the white, and I think there's a little bit of subtle yellow in there as well. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Really nice set piece of the park. Like, anywhere you are in the park, you can see that building. So yeah, great job with that. So let's come over here. The exit was on the other side, so I won't go down the exit. We're just going to jump down over here, and I think that might be it. I think that is the park. Oh, hang on, no. What have we got here? We've got the crypt. Oh, we've got a dark ride. Oh, I didn't even know this was here. Right, so very short queue line straight into the station with all the zombies. So final ride of the park. Enjoy, everyone. That dark ride did everything that you would be looking for from a dark ride. Very much like the log flume, it didn't go on for too long, but then all of the set pieces that you'd done, all of the triggered effects, you got like the various different rooms telling a story as you went around. I thought that was really, really well done. I did like the use of the triggered effects, and just before you went through into hell itself with all of the zombie arms that were coming through the wall, that was really creepy and yeah, very much in fitting with what you were trying to do with the story of that ride. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, great job. So without further ado, let's hop into some closing thoughts, shall we? So there we have the village created by Midicam77, and I did really appreciate this little park. It had so many different unique aspects to it. The fact that it's a mini park, the fact that it's a nighttime park only, which we don't have very often. It didn't go for the ultra realism or anything like that. At no point throughout that park did I feel like it was trying to emulate a real life park or anything. It was just you taking the game, trying to do things differently, trying to have a little bit of fun with it, and that's exactly what it was. The coasters could have maybe done with a little bit of work, maybe a little bit of better profiling and a bit of smoothing, but it didn't matter because I enjoyed it regardless. So yeah, great job. You're going to have to let me know down below in the comments what you all think, but I'm going to be back very soon with more Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo content. Until then, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and see you all very soon. Bye everybody!